Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session we will talk about placing a dynamic link of a gallery list where each item have photo, title and description in Adobe InDesign. So, a quick introduction. We are talking about software called the TreeShade. I have developed this software and you can install totally free from Adobe Exchange website. Go to Creative Cloud and search for the software name. It's an extension for Adobe InDesign, mainly Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge, in addition to Adobe Photoshop for generating mockups for the layout. The software have local server, so you can host websites in your computer and also make dynamic online forms for content management, so you can send online form for your clients or marketing team to fill the content and auto-generate in Adobe InDesign in your computer. So let's start. In the previous session we created the dynamic link, dynamic list for this web page using the online form of TreeShade. Here now this server hosted in my computer using Node.js local server. By executing this main.js, you will find this file in the root folder that TreeShade will ask you to create for your project files. You will find this file in the root folder, execute as Node.js server, and here you have here we have service in Grok to connect the local server to the internet. Here I have this domain and it costs about $8 monthly, but if you don't want a specific domain, you can install free, but not JS free, and the software also free. TreeShade software free, and by the way Adobe Bridge also free. All Adobe products is not free except Adobe Bridge. You can just make an account without subscription. Just make Adobe account and you can install Adobe Bridge. And using Adobe Bridge you will have by TreeShade you will have content management system, have power in file management, renaming files, and TreeShade actually convert the file structure to a database in a new approach, a new unprecedented approach. No software like TreeShade in this era. Okay. So let's start. inside workshop we have created gallery folder in previous session. Watch the previous session to know what we did. Here we have index.html. Fine. And this index.html have the web page. Here you have TS tag to place dynamic content in the web page. This for the main title, text file that exists inside data folder, and here for the dynamic list inside the list folder. So if we go here to the project folder, you will have data folder. Inside data we have folder called list, have the items. These items have folders, each one have folder paired to the text file. These text files have render structure for the content. So if you double click any text file, because it's paired the file, TreeShade will ask you to open the paired folder. Click no to open the text file itself. Now you have this dynamic content. You have dynamic rendering for the content of the paired folder. You can open the text file in VS Code. We have the text file already here. Here we have 3 TS tags, one for the photo and one for the title, and the third for the description. Okay. Now we want to place the same content in Adobe InDesign, not in the HTML page. In addition to the HTML page, we want to place in Adobe InDesign document. So here in our folder gallery in Adobe Bridge, let's create Adobe InDesign document. In TreeShade menu, you will have this menu after installing TreeShade in Adobe Bridge. Select New, then Creative Cloud and InDesign. These files actually installed with the software in a specific folder inside Workshop, Initial, and New. And all these files revealed as commands, so you can duplicate in your current folder to build the content. Select Creative Cloud InDesign, and by the way, you can add more files here, and you can add a new path to be revealed here as template command. Anyway, select Creative Cloud InDesign. Let's name layout. Okay. Now we want to place the list. So let's open the InDesign document. Okay. Now inside data folder, we have text file for the main title. We want to place as live snippet in InDesign document. So open the text frame, and let's create here a new style for the title. Main title. Okay. Let's format. Okay, now we formatted, and now let's place the live snippet. Right click on a main title and select place in InDesign. Place in InDesign. Now TreeShade automatically insert this live snippet. This actually the content of the text file marked by non-printing anchor text frame at the beginning. This non-printing anchor text frame, and have styles automatically created by TreeShade. You can increase the size and redefine. And here you have the relative path to the external text file, so the graphic designer know the location of the text. And let's now start a new line to place the list itself. So here to place the list presented by this text file, because this file acts as a render gate for the content here. So double click on list.txt, open bird folder now to open the text file. You can edit here, or you can open in VS Code. Let's open in VS Code. I think it's already opened. Anyway, now you need to start at the beginning and add instructions for Adobe InDesign. So this text file will be placed as dynamic live snippet. So write double colon to indicate that we want to place content from different files, not the file list.txt itself. So write the relative path to the content inside list folder. Write fn file name because the folder have the same name of the file. Then write asterisk to place all the files there. And then write colon, write place, the method we want to place the content of these files, and colon again, and the separator between the retrieved files. Carriage return, and at the end write colon to end the dynamic live snippet content. And let's save. Now we updated list.txt to include dynamic content for InDesign. Here we have the same thing for the items. Each text file paired with a folder by matching the pure name of the file, which is the file name without its extension, without the display part inside the square brackets at the end of file name. So here the pure name, the ID itself, and each file have paired folder. If you double click on the text file here, TreeShade will guide you to open the paired folder. If you click yes, the paired folder will be opened. Here we have the item content. So what we want to make dynamic content also here. So let's open this. And the same, let's add dynamic content at first line. Write double colon to indicate that it's a dynamic live snippet. Then the relative path inside the paired folder that have the pure name of the file, and this represents the pure name of the file, the ID itself. And then here write asterisk to place all the files. All the files means the photo, the title, and the description. And TreeShade will use this text file to determine the order. So after determining the files, write colon, then place, then colon again, then the separator, \r, then colon, to end the dynamic live snippet. Now we want the same for all text files, because we updated here this item, and we want to update these. You can update manually, but there is a command in TreeShade. Right click on the file and select change, then update list. Then TreeShade will overwrite all the ID files in the same folder depending on the selected one. Like here, if you open this text file, there is no dynamic live snippet phrase for InDesign here, not like this. but if you right click on the updated file and select change update list, then you will have confirm each. Just click OK for all. And now all the bird files will be updated here. So if you open this, you will have updated. So at any time you can update any one of these files and generalize the modification by right click and select change, then update list. Okay, now we have finished from determining the files to be placed. So now we can place the list. Right click on the dynamic live snippet file and select place in InDesign. Place in InDesign. Now you have the content, but it's unformatted. All the text, the photo, the title, the description listed in one format. To determine the format, you can modify the bird folder of the item. Let's take this, the original one that we have created manually when we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these generated by the online form when we fill the content. So let's update this bird text file, and here we need to add style. So write dash at the end and the new line to continue instructions for dynamic link, for dynamic live snippet. At first we have dynamic content to determine the placed files, and here we can write style name, then style type like paragraph style, object style, character style, etc. We need to apply paragraph style on the first paragraph, so write photo because the first paragraph is the photo, because depending on the TS sort here, the photo at first, then title, then description. And when we go here, you will find the first line where the photo placed. So write photo as paragraph style name, then colon, then para, abbreviation for paragraph style, colon dash. At the end of each line we need to write colon dash to start a new line. Then add I forget here to determine any line of the snippet you want to apply this style. So you need to write here for 1 means for the first paragraph, because if you don't write for 1, the paragraph style will be applied on all 3 placed files: the photo, the title, and the description. So the same here. Let's copy and paste again and paste again. Here for 2 and here for 3. For 2 let's be title paragraph style, and for 3 let's be description. Okay, but don't forget to remove this dash at the end. So this determines the end of dynamic instructions for InDesign and the beginning of HTML rendering. So now we need also to add object style for the photo. So you can add here photo also, object style, photo, and right here OBJ, abbreviation of object style. Then colon dash. No need to determine number of the order of the object because we have only one photo placed, so no need. But if you have many photos, you can determine any photo you want by writing for 1 or for 2. Okay, let's save this paired file, and after updating this, right click and select change update list to update all the files in the folder, because here we have 3 items, this and this and this. Instead of manually updating each one, you can execute this command to update all depending on this, on the selected file, because we right click here, select change update list, and click OK for all. Okay, now this file updated also. If we open, you will find the same content here as this. Okay, now let's update from live snippet, select update all. Now you will have a new object style and paragraph styles. Let's check. Here we have 3 paragraph style: photo, title, and description. And let's format. Now the photo, let's put on the left, redefine, and here you have object style, photo. Let's make text wrap, and let's increase and redefine the object style. Right click and select why it's not modified here. It must be okay, because maybe the wrap text is not checked here. So text wrap and other check. So now it's again. Now you can redefine, and let's format the title. and let's format the description. And let's increase the. Now we want the problem here, the photo have height more than the description, so they overlapped here. How we can solve this? We can put the items inside list, inside the table cells, inside cells. So I think of updating the separator for the list items here. Here the list. Now the separator for the list items is a new line. And instead of that, you can write cells and this bar. So the cells will be vertical, not horizontal. If you want horizontal, write dash. So cells vertical. Let's save and update. Update selected. Now you will have each item in separated cell. We need now to format the cell and have width. So you can add a new style, new dynamic style at the end. Write dash to start in a new line. Write the table style. Let's make table style. Let's name list colon and write table to determine that we want to apply this style name on the table style. Colon and dash. Then you can write width. We want width. Write 100% and width. Then colon only, because this is the end, the last instructions for InDesign. And the rest here for the HTML. Okay, save and update all. Now the cell have width 100% of the text frame, and we still have the problem because the photo is custom anchored. So let's redefine the object style of photo, and here anchored object options check and change custom to inline. Now we have another problem. So what we can make, let's undo, and let's consider that the item have specific width. So let's make the width we have problem here. List dash left. Now here we have the table style applied paragraph style automatically on the content that overwrite the dynamic style of each item. So here we need to let's undo the cell and also remove this style. So let's return this to a new line, \r, and let's update again. Okay, just make extra space, or just we can determine the width of the photo. How we can do that? Let's go to the dynamic style of the item inside list. Let's take any one of them, the first one. And here we have object style for the photo, and also a paragraph style for the location of the photo. And let's add here width. So let's say 30% of the text frame width. 30% width. Here you need to add relative to the width, so the photo keep the same ratio between the width and height. If you don't write relative, the width of the photo will be 30% but not the height. So just add relative and save. Okay, now let's update. See the photo reduced, but the problem here, we only modified this file, this item. So right click on the text file and select change update list to update all the files here in this list. So change, then update list, and click OK for all. Now all files synchronize depending on our modification, and let's update. Let's add space after the paragraph and redefine. We need to add autofill for the object style of the photo. Right click, edit photo, then here frame fitting options, auto fit and fitting, fill frame proportionally, click OK, and that's it. We finish. Let's delete these styles and let's add extra space after the main title. Let's save. After saving, TreeShade will ask you to check in. If you click yes, TreeShade will automatically export PDF, update the current version, and also export a preview for the page, for the online form. After exporting it, the Adobe Bridge will be focused, and the PDF will be revealed automatically in this location, versions PDFs. Okay, now we finished. Let's go to the online form. Now here you have two outputs, one for the PDF, Adobe InDesign PDF, and the other for the web page, and the both connected to the same content structure, main title, and you have three items. So let's modify. Let's talk about furniture. Let's consider this about furniture or home decor. Here, long chair. Here the title, the same as the label. Here label for the folder included in the bird text file. So when you browse the folder, you know exactly that's this folder for what. And here the description. Okay, let's click update and see. Now the online form will send order for the server to update the InDesign document. So the InDesign document will update the content, and if the document is not opened already, it will be opened. The content will be updated, exported, and if the file was closed already, it will be closed again. And in 1 minute, about 1 minute, the new design will be previewed to the customer, to the end user. Here you have link for the PDF in the computer where the server installed, and also the web page automatically update the content simultaneously when the HTML sent to the client through the TS tag that included in the HTML file itself. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to ask any question about installing or using the software. It's totally free, and you can install from Adobe Exchange.